Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to my classroom. This is where I sit when I am teaching my English classes that I teach online. But today I get to use this room to teach a little bit of acting to you. I really miss seeing you guys every week, and I can't wait until we are all together once more. Hopefully, it won't be too much longer. We don't know exactly when the studio is going to be able to reopen, but we do know that it will. And we do know that when all of this craziness is over, that we will still put a show together. So you should be practicing your scripts that you guys already have. So just make sure you're working on that. The musical theater students, you will be getting a script by the end of the week for that class. So you'll have two scripts to work on. But in the meantime, let's think about some other things that you could be doing to keep you fresh and keep you ready and just to have a little fun. First of all, think about the games that you've learned in our acting class. Teach those to mom and dad. You could play Zip Zap Zoom. You could play Red Ball with them. You could play What's in the Box. Remember where you take out something and you pantomime and they have to try to guess what you took out? Let me set my cup down. All right, there you go. Those would be fun games. So I'm going to teach you one more. This one is called Mirrors. I've played it at the studio before, but I don't think I have this semester, so I think this one's new to all of you. So the way it works is you and your partner stand facing each other. Like, I've got my little Dino doll here. So if Dino is my partner, and we're looking at each other, if I raise my hand up, then he would raise his hand up. If I put my hand down, then he would put his hand down. So what you do is stand in front of mom or dad or brother or sister, and just do that. When they put their hand up, you put yours up. Up, up, criss, cross, flip, flop. You can even play with facial expressions when you're doing that. Okay? So let's try a little bit right now, okay? You guys are the mirror. I'm going to start and you try to follow everything I do. Ready? Ooh, that was fast. Should we do it again? Wah, wah. Not so fast, right? Okay. I'm just using my hands because I'm sitting at my desk and I can't do much more than that. But when you play the game with your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister, you should play it standing up. And so you can make great big movements. You can lift your feet up. You can kick your feet. Don't kick each other, though. So, yeah, just do lots of movements and get them to follow along and practice. Another thing you can do that will help you when we get back together, and this is to use a real mirror, one, to practice your lines. You should have your lines completely memorized by now. And remember, don't just memorize your lines, but memorize your line and the line before it so that you know when to do it. Do it in front of a mirror. Practice seeing yourself saying the lines. Practice saying them standing up, sitting down, walking around. So then when we get together and we actually block out our scene, it will be easy for you to adapt the gestures to the actual words. Another thing that you can do in front of a mirror is to practice facial expressions. Go look in the mirror and look closely and say things like, I am really angry right now. Or, wow, that's totally cool. Oh, you scared me. So think about just one sentence that you can say that would show a definite emotion, and then look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I showing that? Because I wouldn't want to go, ooh, that's really cool. Because that was not a, ooh, that's cool face. That was an angry face. And I also wouldn't want to go, I hate that. Because that looked happy. It looks like I love it, right? So try to make your face match what you're saying. So that's just a fun practice. So far in class, we've done a lot of just acting, straight up acting. We've done scene practice. We've done some pantomime. We did a little bit of solo work, and of course a lot of partner work. But today we're going to talk about a different kind of acting, where it's done with your hands. What kind of acting can I do with just my hands? If you haven't guessed yet, the word is puppetry, working with puppets. There are lots and lots of different ways to do puppets, from very, very simple to very, very complex. And so I'm going to show you a couple of them that I have here with me, some just quick ones I threw together. And I'm going to try, I don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to try to turn my phone around. I'm using my phone right now to show you some images on my computer of some other types of puppets. So we'll look at that in just a minute. So probably the simplest, easiest puppets you can do is a finger puppet. And you can actually take a pen or a marker and draw faces on your fingers and do a little puppet show like this with your parents' permission. Don't ever write on yourself unless your parents say it's okay. You can also buy finger puppets that actually slip over your fingers. And I have an image of that I will show you in just a minute. I don't have any, but I have some I can show you. Another super simple one to do. I just did mine with a pen and some sticks. But if you did markers or colored paper, they would be so fun. So like here I have 3 little pigs. So I could tell the whole story of the 3 little pigs, right? The first one went and built her house out of, that's right, straw. And then the next one built his house out of sticks. And finally there's one that built his house out of bricks. And you guys know what happened. It didn't take long before the big bad wolf came along. Alright, I'm not going to tell the whole story, but you guys know the story. And so you could just make stick puppets. Or, I bet you have one of these sitting around and you can make it into a puppet. What about a paper bag puppet? Right? Hello, my name is... I don't know what her name is. I'll tell you what, if you can think of a really good name for my simple little paper bag puppet, have Mom or Dad send me an email so you can name my little puppet, okay? Another one that I did, again, I just threw it together. I took a sock that was in my laundry bin. It was an odd sock. I don't know where its partner is. And so I just took a sock and I glued a couple eyes on it. And if I take the end of that sock and I push it in like this, then that makes a little mouth. Hello, my name is Socky. Do you want to come and play with me? Okay. For some reason, whenever I'm doing a puppet, my voice just changes. I like to play around with funny voices. So there's 2 things that you can do when you're playing with puppets. Play with voices. Try, maybe Saki has a deep voice.
Yo, dude, my name is Sucky. Can you come see me sometime?
Okay? Or we already heard his high voice. So it's a good way to practice playing with voice. Play with characters. Is he a happy sock puppet? Is he an angry puppet? Is he tired and sleepy?
Oh, I think he just went to sleep.
Okay, so just think about different things you can do with it. Have some fun. Play around with some puppets that you do at home. I have this other puppet I'm going to show you that was so easy. I took a couple of stickers that I had, and I taped them onto a couple of sticks. And this is Meg, and this is Mike. And Meg and Mike are part of my English classroom that I teach in the mornings. They're characters from the company that I work for. And so I could do a little story about Meg and Mike and some adventure that they went on. And, oh, wait, Mike's running away. Where are you going, Mike?
Oh, wait, I'm coming back now.
So, again, I just stuck them onto a couple of chopsticks, but you can stick them onto anything. You can draw your own pictures and make a puppet show. When I was in, I think, 6th grade, maybe 5th grade, I did a book report where I drew pictures of the characters from the book that I was reading and put them on sticks. And my friend helped me do a puppet show that was a scene from the book. Okay, so lots of different ways that you can make puppets. All right, right now I'm scooching over so I can try to see what the camera is showing you. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it and see. If not, we'll just turn the camera back around and talk about something else. But I'm going to show you, I pulled up some puppets on my computer. Ask Mom or Dad if they can do that. Go to your computer and just write types of puppets. And there are so many pictures that will come up where you can see different types of puppets. The reason I'm talking about this is that our class is a theater class. It's not a acting class. It's not just a on the stage class. It's theater. And puppetry is a type of theater. So we will be learning other things that go into theater. Our next time I get together with you, I'm going to talk about costuming and different ways that a costume can help a character come to life. When you have a puppet, there's not a lot you can do as far as facial expression and body movement because it's a puppet. But you can use voice and attitude, the way he talks, to help a character come alive. All right? So the first one I'm going to try to turn around and show you. It's just a paper puppet, where the person has folded the paper up different ways and stuck their hand in it, and now they've got a little puppet. You can make any character you could think of like that, because it's really just the head. It's not a body, it's not clothing, it's just a little head. So let's see if we can do this. Flip around my messy desk there, and now you can kind of see. Maybe you can't. All right, there we go. See how the girl has the puppets that are made out of just paper, where she's folded them up and is making puppets out of those. Okay. Now I'm going to. Whoa! Sorry, about dropped it. I'm going to scroll down and show you some others. This one is a little puppet that you just put your hand up inside of it, and it's just made of cloth. These are some more puppets on a stick, kind of like what I showed you. But here's what I want you to do. This one, and then this one up here. This is what's called a marionette. And a marionette operates with strings. Strings are attached to the arms and the legs. So when the puppeteer lifts up the string, the arm goes up. Or he lifts up another string and the leg goes up. And if the legs are going up and down, you can actually make the puppet walk across the stage. So a marionette is the only type of puppet that I know of that you can show the whole puppet and show the movement. Now, I have seen puppets where it's almost like my little stuffed animal, right? Where he's got legs and arms and everything, and you put your hand inside and you can make him talk. But, like, his legs wouldn't move. I couldn't actually make him walk across the stage. Now, stuffed animals are another way that you can practice puppetry. It's not the same because his mouth isn't moving, but I could take Dino and have him come out and talk to you in a fun, squeaky voice. Or I could give him a deep voice and practice that. So, what you're going to be practicing is puppetry. So, make a puppet. If you already have a puppet at home that you can practice with, that's fine. I want you to play around with voice, especially. Decide if your puppet has a deep voice like this, or a high squeaky voice. Or maybe the puppet you're working with just talks really slow. Have you seen the movie Zootopia? Remember the sloth in Zootopia, how he talked so slowly? And so playing around with that. Or maybe your puppet talks really fast, and he needs to hurry up and go because he's got things to do and he's got to go. So play with that. Play with speed, play with pitch, play with volume, but I don't recommend screaming. I don't think Mom and Dad would like that very much. But just play around with different ways that you can make your puppet talk. So there's 3 assignments you've got so far. Ready? Play a warm-up game with Mom or Dad or brother or sister. Zip, zap, zoom, red ball, what's in the box, mirrors, any of those. Use the mirror to actually practice your own facial expressions and to practice your lines for the show. Like I said, when we get back after all of our quarantine time is over, we will block out the show and decide who's moving when and where and how. And so it's really important that you have those lines already memorized. It's going to be so much easier to put it together quickly when that's memorized. You also can be starting to think about costumes. We're going to talk about costume in our next video. But think about it. You guys are all playing the part of just a regular kid. A regular kid who wants to go to the city, right? And so what would you like to wear? We'll talk about that the next time we get together. But think about it. If you're going to be on stage, would you wear jeans? Would you wear shorts? Would you wear a dress? All of those are good choices. The only thing that is really not a good choice is you don't want to wear a shirt with lots of color, and you definitely don't want a shirt with words on it. So think about those kind of things. And sorry, I just got a message on my phone. I had to turn it off. And so we'll be ready to talk about that the next time that we get together. Okay. And what was the other assignment? Oh, puppets. So make a puppet. Use a puppet you already have. There are so many ways to create them. This is a fun project that Mom and Dad can help you with, right? They can help you create a puppet. And then here's the last part. Ready? This is super fun. Once you have made a puppet and you've practiced with some voices, make a little puppet show using whatever. It can be one puppet doing a monologue. It can be 2 or 3 puppets coming out and talking. However, Mom and Dad can help, right? You can have different members of the family be different puppets and record it for me. Just like I'm using my phone right now to record this. So just record it and send it to the studio. I will double check with Miss Laura. I'm just totally fine with giving you my phone number, but let me make sure that that's okay, since I do work for the studio. I don't know if they want us giving out our phone numbers to individual families, but I'll find out. And I would like for you to create a puppet show and then send it to me. Either email it to the studio. Actually, that'd be the best bet right now. Email it to the studio, and then Miss Laura will make sure that I get it and I can look at it. Anybody that sends me a puppet show video will get a special prize when we get back together. I will just make a list of who gets a prize and bring it to you then. In the meantime, have fun. Practice your voices, practice your faces, make up a puppet show, and be thinking about a costume, because we're going to talk about costumes next time. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sorry that the class is short. I wish we could have a nice long time, but you know, real acting is interactive, and so you recording and sending me back the video is part of our class time. So make sure you do that. I really want to see what you come up with. And again, we'll do costuming next time. Miss you guys. See you soon.